All right, welcome back to Shoni Talks Lifestyle. I'm so excited that you guys could be with us on today. Today we're going to be talking about how to growth upright. So if you are already on this channel, go ahead and share this live with a couple friends. And I'm sitting here trying to get this other live going, but we're going to get it together today. All right. So go ahead and share this live with a couple of friends, and make sure that you hashtag it Shoni Talks Lifestyle so that I know that you are here and that you're watching. All right. Before we get into our amazing talk on today, I want to give you a couple of announcements that are coming up of some awesome things that you want to look for. So the first thing that I would love to share with you about real quickly is there's an amazing docu-series that I've been working on. And it's called Love and Lifestyle, and you can definitely find it on YouTube under Shoni Talks Lifestyle. So make sure that you go ahead and check that out. The second thing that I would love for you to know about is I actually have right now going on, being promoted. It's going to actually start March 5th through the 10th, and there's another 5-day video challenge. So if you're a person and you're wanting to up your game in your business, or maybe you're a social media influencer, or just a person who wants to do more videos to kind of get out there, then the 5-day video challenge is something that you want to go ahead and take advantage of, because it's going to definitely help you not get over those fears of how to make a video, but you actually come out of the event with some really awesome video that you can use for different things. So let me go ahead and shout some people out. Hi, Ariel. Hey, girl. So yeah, definitely. Thanks for tuning in on today. It's good and nice to see your face. So make sure that you guys check that out. And then the last thing that I want to talk about, hey, Kisa, is we have another event coming up February the 27th, which I believe is next week. And then it starts at 9 p.m. and it's the couples therapy date night. So it's obviously not couples therapy. What that just means is that couples get to relax. And how many know we need that, especially during this time in quarantine, and we don't really get a chance, kind of just to let your hair down with other couples and play games and have fun and do all those great types of things. So that's what is going to happen on that. All right. So those are the 3 things, and I'll announce them one more time at the end. But anyone who's catching the replay on today, thank you so much for coming, and welcome. All right. So let's get straight into this talk. So today I'm going to talk about growthing upright. And that's just a phrase that I use all the time. It's called growth up. Just means, I think you heard it when you were younger, and people would say, come on and grow up, if you would do something. Instead of saying grow up, I say a phrase called growth up. And I feel like in our life, we have many of those moments where we get chances to growth up. And a lot of times they do not come at the most opportune time. Most times they come at the worst times in our lives. But if you choose to rise to the occasion, you can experience an amazing growth up moment. And so I have 3 tips for you today on how to growth up in your lifestyle. And this is for anybody. If you're creating a custom lifestyle, everybody that watches this channel knows that's our little slogan, create a custom lifestyle. What you're creating may not look like what somebody else is creating, but it does not mean it's wrong. It just means that that's something that you're creating. So the first thing in creating your custom lifestyle and growing up in that, so that you can live your best life, that whole phrase, thank you, is 1, be fat. I know you're like, what? Be fat? Yes, be fat. That's an acronym. Be fat. So what fat means is you have to be faithful. First of all, if you're talking about you're creating something, whatever the lifestyle is, maybe you and your family, you, your husband, kids, whatever, you got to be faithful to what you're saying that you are about. If you're not faithful to it, it's not really going to happen. The second thing is you have to be accountable. So even though you're creating this custom lifestyle, you can't do it alone. It just never happens that way. Even the most successful people will tell you that they have someone they're accountable to. So maybe you have a coach, maybe you have a life coach, or maybe you have a health coach, or I don't know, whatever that you have. You have your team of people. Maybe it's a financial coach. But whatever that you have, you need to have your team of people that you're being accountable to, so that you can create this custom lifestyle. Because how many know lifestyles don't appear overnight? They take time. We see other people's lifestyles and we go, "Ooh, I want that." But we don't know the sacrifice that it took them to get to that place in their lifestyle. And I'm not talking about money, let's be clear, because money does not equate an awesome lifestyle. There are lots of people that have money that hate their life. So we're not talking about just that. Money's a great part of it because it does help to kind of provide things in your lifestyle that you would want, or even provide for opportunities that you would want to take advantage of. But it's not the only thing. So again, be faithful and be accountable. And lastly, because you always want to be in a place of humbleness where you're learning and that you're able to grow. And so you got to be teachable. You cannot grow if you're not teachable and you always know everything. You have to always remember that there's some things that you really just don't know. And it's okay to be in a learning position so that you can apply. So that way, when you have that growth moment, you like, and you pull from your bag and you're like, okay, and you remember some of the lessons that you've learned. And also in those growth moments, you'll also have some lessons. Most people go, oh, I failed, or, oh, I made a mistake. I choose to say it differently. You learned the lesson, hopefully. All right. So the second thing that you want to do when you're creating a custom lifestyle to growth up in it is be relational. You actually, I hear people say all the time, like, oh, I'm working on my life. I'm doing this. I'm creating this lifestyle, whatever, but they don't want anything to do with other people. Well, I'm sorry to tell you, but in order to growth up, you need relationships. So you have to be relational. That's the second tip. You have to be relational. You have to develop relationships with people of all different kinds. It's not just about being around people that you like or people that you feel make you feel good. You got to also be, this sounds weird, but you have to be around people who are negative. I know you're like, what? I just cleaned my whole Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube list or whatever. Well, you need some of that. Think about a battery. A battery does not run on positive charge. It also runs on a positive and a negative charge. So there is a purpose to the positive and there is a purpose to the negative that happens in your life. The positive people will sharpen you, but the negative people will irritate you. And everybody knows, a pearl, if you have a grandmother that wore pearls or anybody in your family, those are of rare value. And so to get to that place of rare value in your lifestyle, you need people around you who are going to irritate you because they cause you to locate those areas where you need to have growth up moments. You don't know the area you need to growth up in until somebody irritates you. And really, you should tell that person thank you because they have no idea that they're probably stirring that in your life, but they're needed. Now, you don't need that. You don't want to stay in that constant place of that, but you need it at times. So being relational is super important with people you like and you don't like. Matter of fact, Jesus said it the best way. He said, love your enemies. I know. You're like, Deshaun, I don't want to hear this today. Well, you got to hear it because it's true. You got to love your enemies. There's a blessing in that. One is that you growth up. You do. All right. And then the last thing, this is the big one. And this has to do with integrity. A lot of people need to growth up in this area of integrity. Because they're not great at keeping their word. Their name is no good. It's not even better than a piece of toilet paper. And we need our names to be worth something. So your name has to be worth something. You have to, when you say your name, people should know not only can they count on you, but that when you say yes, your yes means yes. And when you say no, your no means no. You have to be the person that does right even when everybody else does wrong. You have to be the person that is able to still keep that about yourself. So keep your word. That's a huge part of creating your lifestyle and growing up in your lifestyle. Because if you can't keep your word, you can't maintain your lifestyle. And so in that, I'm going to say yes to things that you can say yes to. And say no to things that you can't say that you need to say no to. But at a moment, you got to get to the point where you're able to say yes to some hard things. I know, and you're like, what is that? Well, the thing is, you're not going to grow up if you don't ever learn to master the hard things. If you're only saying yes to easy things all the time and you never take the challenge to say yes to hard things, you're not growing up. You're just pretty much staying still, or you're just comfortable. And it may look like growing up to other people because you're doing things, but You have to be willing to do the hard things. That's so important. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about today. And, embrace those growth up moments, because those are the moments that speed you up light years in your lifestyle and the thing that you're trying to create. It's the moment that makes your family the family that you get to see on today or in the future. It's the moment that makes your business the business that people will rave and talk about. It's the moment that makes you the person that you see in your dreams that you want to be. And the thing is, if you're seeing a person in your dreams that you want to be, that is you. My mentor says it this way. He says, be that person until you catch up to it. That's not being fake. That's being proactive about what you see, because God wouldn't show you something that if you couldn't do it. So that is what I wanted to talk to you about, and definitely feel free to share this video with somebody to encourage them and let them know that they can growth up on today. Why not? During pandemic, it's the best time. And don't forget, we have, again, free events coming up. The first thing is go to YouTube, go to Shoni Talks Lifestyle, and check out the episode of Love and Lifestyle and the new episode of Love and Lifestyle. Episode 2 is coming out this Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern time, and it's called She's Mine. Yes, you want to watch that one. And then secondly, the 5-day video challenge, which is also located on this Facebook page, Shoni Talks Lifestyle. And if you go to the link in my bio, I'm actually going to post it here. The link tree, it's scrolling below, Linktree /Shoni Official, linktree.ee /Shoni Official. If you go to that link in my bio, you can see 2 events. One is the 5-day video challenge, which is amazing. We just finished up one and the group did amazingly in it. And then the second event is the couples therapy event taking place February 27th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So you can convert that if that's in your time. But thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, Ariel, for checking us out. You definitely got to check her out too. And shout you out, Ariel. So let me put this up here because she's actually on YouTube as well. So you definitely want to check her out. And let me actually have you to put your YouTube name below, Ariel, because I think it's under your name, but I want to give the wrong name. So go ahead if you can type your YouTube below, and then I'll have people to follow you out on YouTube. Let me check this. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and post those now, because I'll be answering those about anything that we have coming up. Yeah, I believe it is Ariel Gooding Phillips. That's like her name. That's her YouTube channel. I believe that's her YouTube channel. So go ahead and go there. She has music. She has all kinds of things there. She even does makeup. Yeah, you want to watch that good beat. All right. So thank you so much for watching on today. And we will see you next time on Shoni Talks Lifestyle. Look, you don't want to miss it because we have an amazing guest that's coming next week. I'm going to give you one hint. Harriet Tubman. And no, it's not Harriet Tubman because she passed away, but it has something to do with Harriet Tubman. So you definitely want to tune in for next week because it's going to be off the chain and you definitely want to be here. All right. So I'll see you next week at 5 p.m. And thanks so much again for tuning in. Shoni Talks Lifestyle. Bye.